Hey, Chrymzon here. The new Saints Row trailer just dropped, and I'm going to provide some information and a few things that I noticed that I felt was important. First is the release date, which is February 25th, 2022. The second is that when you go to the website and try to pre-order the game, you'll notice that there doesn't seem to be an option for Steam. So I'm thinking that this might be like an exclusive similar to Saints Row the Third, which for a limited time you'll only be able to buy it on the Epic Store and you won't be able to pick it up on Steam. And then when you go to look for more information, you'll find a news article. You can click the link and you'll be able to get a lot more details about what's going to be in the game. First is that character customization is a thing, it is returning, and they're even stating that it's going to be the best character customization in the entire series. We're just going to have to wait and see about that. Currently, they have no multiplayer planned. They said this in a post-interview, but they mentioned that co-op will be present. Now, there are rumors that you will have 4-player co-op, but I don't think that at all. I do not believe there's 4-player co-op. If you look at how they are describing the co-op and the wording of it, they use words such as friend instead of friends and teammate instead of teammates. So it sounds like a Saints Row the Third type of co-op, and you only have like one buddy that will be able to jump into the game with you. So anyone that's excited for a multiplayer or more than one person co-op, sorry to dash your hopes and dreams, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Moving on to some slightly more good news, at least for me, it sounds as if you will be able to take over territories again and slowly build up what they're stating as a criminal empire. I would definitely prefer a more gang rather than a criminal empire theme, but we'll just have to wait and see how they go about doing that. The second is that this is taking place in a brand new universe, so if you think that any of the old characters are going to be returning, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case at all. However, that doesn't mean there won't be any similarities. For example, the new gang Los Panteros looks almost completely identical to the Brotherhood, so there might still be some inspiration and traits taken from previous gangs that will be incorporated into the newer one. We also learned that there's going to be 3 gangs. I wouldn't count on there being any more than 3 gangs, but Panteros seems to be inspired from the classical games, specifically the Brotherhood seems to be the inspiration for them. As for the Marshals, they seem to be inspired by Stag, and they have a bunch of sci-fi equipment, just military mercenary thugs. And then the last one, which is the most terrifying to me, are the Idols. And we don't really know exactly what the Idols look like. It's possible that they're the Snake Gang, and they are like a motorcycle gang. I have no idea. They're described as being a cult of personality and crazy. Obviously, my favorite out of all of these gangs so far is definitely the Panteros. And I know a lot of people have been going crazy and do not like the look of the new game at all. And I just want to say that I do not trust Volition in the slightest, but I do trust Saint Godzilla. And he said that the gameplay is a lot better and does not remind him of the CG trailer at all. I'm still going to put my faith and trust in Saint Zilla and say that maybe the story and the protagonists are terrible, but if the core gameplay elements are there, if I can still play the game and feel as if I'm a gangster, if I can take over territory and start up drug trades and start up my own like criminal enterprise with, businesses like weed farms and meth labs and stuff, if I can still do that, then this game will at the very least be playable. So yeah, sure, the story might suck, but as long as the gameplay mechanics are good, as long as the criminal activities are good, as long as I can conquer territory and go wild and the world itself is amazing, then I'll at least be happy with that. And one little last piece of good news that I think everyone can enjoy and get behind is at the very least, Freckle Bitches is back. Alright, so I'll see you all in the next video.